Hey everyone, in this video I want to discuss vibe coding and the future of software engineering, a thought leadership perspective. You may be wondering, what is vibe coding anyway? Vibe coding is where you describe the vibe of your software. What do you want to build? Let's say I want to develop an application that will show the clocks from around the world. I can, as a programmer, start writing my own program, or I can go to ChatGPT 5, which was released in August 7th, 2025, and ask it to create, clocks from around the world. Let's let's do this. So I have a prompt here. I'm going to take a prompt. Let's take this prompt, and I want to go to ChatGPT. It's asking me, what are you looking for? Here I am in a ChatGPT 5. I can go to ChatGPT other ones as well. So let's go to ChatGPT 5 and I will paste it here. Can you write a web application that will show the clocks from each continent? Please make sure that clocks are uh, shown using analog dials. Let's see what it does. Here, ChatGPT is thinking longer for a better answer. It could not give me a quick answer because it has to, you know, basically write a program, draw the analog clocks and all of that. So here you go. You can see what's happening. It's writing analog world clocks, continents, and I'm hoping that after this is done, it is going to create a whole bunch of clocks from around the world. All I said, create, can you write a web application that will show the clocks from each continent and make them in analog clocks, right? So it thought for 11 seconds, right? And it's writing the program. I mean, I can see it's writing a lot of JavaScript in here, and we will see what happens after it is done writing the program. Let's give it a minute. Um, shouldn't take that long, maybe a minute or so, and hopefully this will run. Okay, still writing. Hopefully it wrote 307 lines of code. And the good part is on the left hand side, you can see what it did. It says all set. I built a single file web app with smooth SVG analog clocks for Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, all that stuff, right? And it tells you what it did, right? And it says if you'd like tweaks, different cities, blah, 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 let me know, right? So let's see if it runs or not. Aha, beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Oceania, and it actually created nice, beautiful uh, analog clocks for me from the 7 continent. How cool is that? It only took a minute, less than a minute. I can actually download the code right here. This is now into my local machine, and if I run it, you can see here it is, the clocks from around the world running in my computer. So that's that. Let's close now. I want to do something else. This time I want to create. a mortgage calculator. Instead of a clock, you may say, it's not a big deal. So let's do this. Why don't we say this time, what would say create, can you write a web application that will allow me to calculate my mortgage? So I'm actually asking it to create a mortgage calculator. Let's do that. I'm going to stop this guy. Now here ChatGPT is thinking for a longer creating a mortgage calculator app. It thought for 8 seconds. Now it's starting to write the mortgage calculator app in here. It's kind of amazing to see a, a machine behind the scene is writing program just simply based on a prompt. Write me a mortgage calculator, and it will generate a mortgage calculator. In the olden days, a programmer would take a lot of effort to write a mortgage calculator, days, weeks. And here it is, in few seconds, it is going to give me a mortgage calculator that I could use anytime I want in my local machine. You don't need to look for a mortgage calculator in the internet. You can have your own. So uh, let's see if it works or not and what it shows me. Okay, it's still writing it. Let it finish, and then we'll try to run it. So we created the work logs, which is this, beautiful, right? Um, and I'll close this one here. This is the work logs that was created by the previous program. Now here it is. It's still writing the mortgage calculator, right? And once the mortgage calculator is done, we're going to run it. So it has written about 414 lines of code to calculate the mortgage calculator. And here you can see it tells you done. I built you a single file mortgage calculator web app with core inputs for price, down payment, APR, term, start date, etc. I didn't have to give all these details. It knows what a mortgage calculator should be, and it is able to create that, right? So let's see if I run this, what will happen. So here it is. You get a mortgage home price, down payment, loan amount, interest, all that, and it calculates your mortgage payment here. And you can see also it gave you an amortization table as well. Isn't that pretty neat? So again, if I click on this to download and run it, here you go. There is my mortgage calculator. That this HTML file, you can just run it in your computer, and anytime you need to calculate mortgage, you can use this for your mortgage calculation purpose. So now we have a clock and we have a mortgage calculator. Now let's see, we want to do something more, uh, let's say creative. I want to create a carousel. So this time, instead of mortgage calculator, we're going to do is a create write a web application that will display the most beautiful images from around the world using a carousel. Let's see what it does. So ChatGPT is thinking longer for a better answer, building an image carousel, and it is going to build me a carousel with drag and drop images, beautiful world carousel. Here you go, beautiful world carousel. It's writing the program and see what it produces. Yeah, so it's writing a lot of code, 134 line, 130 and 41 lines. Let's see how many lines of code it needs to write to create a beautiful world carousel with nice images from around the world. One thing that you would notice that I did not even tell which image to use. I said, can you write a web application that will display the most beautiful images from around the world using a carousel? And here you go, it is done. 253 lines of code. Let's see what it did. If I run it, there you go. So you can see it's a beautiful image of misty mountains, serenity. And then if you click the arrows here, it shows you basically the next picture. It's not working. There you go. So you can see all the beautiful images it picked randomly from the internet somewhere. Um, so yeah, it works. So that's basically the concept behind vibe programming. In vibe programming, you basically define your vibe, you describe what you want, and AI writes the code for you. Once the code is written, you can simply run the code. And that's pretty amazing given that AI was able to write a mortgage calculator, analog clocks from around the world, and then this carousel in basically in 3 minutes. You can see the speed of software development um, going forward in the future and how it is going to impact the role of software engineers in the future. Some thoughts on vibe coding and the future of software engineering. We are entering a new era of software creation. In this era, you don't have to write a single line of code to build something powerful. You can use vibe coding, describing your vision in plain language and then let AI generate the entire code base. This is more than just productivity boost. It's a paradigm shift. It is a shift in who can build software, how it is built, and what engineers actually do. Given the barrier is low, there will be more builders. Product managers, designers, and entrepreneurs can now create working prototypes without a traditional development team. This will give the rise of the citizen developer. From syntax to system thinking. Instead of spending hours writing code, debugging code, engineers will focus on defining requirements, architecting systems, auditing AI generated code for performance, scalability, and security. Faster cycles, bigger impact. In the future, prototypes will be built in hours, not weeks. In the demo you have seen, I was able to build three different applications in literally in 3 minutes or so. Iteration will happen through conversation, like change this feature, do this, instead of getting into a coding marathons. New skill sets will emerge. In the vibe coding era, these skills will be as critical as knowing Python or Java today. AI auditing, code curation, multimodal orchestration, ethics, and compliance. Career ladders will evolve for sure. Junior coding roles may shrink. Actually, they may even disappear. Coming college students coming out of college with basic programming skills may not be, you know, in demand. Mid-level engineers will need to reskill pretty quickly. Senior engineers will focus more on leadership, architecture, and complex problem solving. So the key takeaway, the winners will be those who can think at the architecture level, communicate requirements precisely, and act as AI orchestrators. The question is not whether vibe coding will transform software engineering, it is how fast you and your organization can adapt. So, what's your take? Will vibe coding democratize innovation or dilute software quality? Based on what you have seen in vibe coding or your understanding of vibe coding, what will you build using GPT-5 or any other large language model? Let me know in the comments below. I'd like to see what you have built and also what your thoughts are on the software engineering, on the future of software engineering. Thanks for watching.